Some days I just don't have it, and I feel the weight of it, the pressure, to perform, to achieve, to be something more, to succeed. Success seems elusive. Failure surrounds me, again, as if everything I've already done is not enough, as if it's never going to be enough, as if I am not enough. We've all felt this way at some time because as women, we face a lot of pressure to succeed in our businesses, on our jobs, with our relationships, for our family, and throughout our lives. We are judged by others for it, and we judge ourselves by it. Success. But just what is success? How is success defined? Is there one definition of success? And who decides? Me? You? Society? Is it wealth, beauty, fame? Or is it credentials, titles, achievements, power, possessions, some combination thereof, or something else altogether? Is it attainable? It is exhausting. But what if we redefine success? What if the definition of success included our impact? And what if the definition of success aligned with our values? What if success was defined by all the moments and not the momentum or the money? What if success was not measured by what society says about us, and instead was measured by what God says about us? Could it be that we are actually more successful than we think? With all of these questions going around in my mind, I decided to develop a framework for understanding what success means to me. So using the word success as an acronym, I can easily share with you the concepts for you to discover a new way of thinking and redefine success for yourself. The first S in success stands for simplify. When my life feels like uncontrollable chaos, I certainly don't feel successful. So I have learned to simplify in order to reduce chaos, to create peace in my life, which I value greatly. Simplify means many things to me. It could be to pause for a moment and breathe and replace the negative narrative with the truth. It could be decluttering my surroundings. It could be silence. It could be listening to music that stirs my soul. It could be focusing on completing one small task. It could be a cup of coffee or even a nap. Quite simply, I simplify my life in the moment. Some days are just too much to take even one day at a time. So I simplify and I take the day one moment at a time. No pressure, just one moment. Calm over chaos. Success. The U in success stands for undo. Undo whatever's not working. Undo it. Try something else. Try something new. Try again. Walk away or run forward, step back, apologize, forgive, give in, stand firm, speak up, talk back, change jobs, start a business, go back to school, travel, stay home, sleep in, go out, reclaim your time, set boundaries, say no, say yes. Mistakes will be made, lessons will be learned. Then you pause, you rise, you begin again. Success. One of the C's in success stands for create and celebrate. Creating fuels me. I don't even need sleep or food when I'm creating. And after I create, whether it's writing poetry, working on my website, editing a new blog post, creating some social media content, I like to celebrate. And I celebrate in different simple ways. A walk, dinner out, a glass of wine with a friend, or just for me things like a manicure or shopping, things I really enjoy. I also like to celebrate both small wins and big wins, whether my own or others, in word or in deed. My favorite way to acknowledge others' accomplishments is to comment on their posts on social media and to simply reply by saying, celebrating you today. Success. Another C in success for me stands for Christ, connection, community. Christ says, I am beloved. He says I am his. He says I am redeemed, forgiven, and loved. With Christ at the center of my life, with my life aligned to his word, with my worth firmly held by who Jesus says I am, then I am free. Free to live, free to love. And I crave that connection to God, to others, and to the global community. Loving others and serving others is a way to share the love of Christ. That is success. The E in success stands for empowered. And I've spoken and written on the topic of women's empowerment many times, and it bears repeating here. We need to change the messaging. We are not defined by our looks, by our social media content, by our titles, by the sum of our highs and lows, or by our mistakes. These things divide us. The truth is, we exist together in community. Let our words and actions reflect this relationship. Let's turn away from them versus us mindset. Let's shift our focus to all of us. We need to speak up. We need to be heard. We need to be visible. We need to listen. We need to learn from each other. We need to create a platform of inclusiveness, and we need to become champions of each other. Empowered women empower women. Success. The next S in success stands for societal impact. I can think of no greater measure of success than that of our impact on society. Our impact can either be positive or negative. I advocate for a positive impact. I passionately support the mission of the Lelt Foundation, a nonprofit organization based in New York, as their medical director. And I serve on an international disaster assistance response team, traveling throughout the world to support people suffering through famine, disease, war, and poverty. But it doesn't need to be grand. A simple way to impact society is to make kindness part of everyday life. Say hello, say good morning, say good night, say I love you, smile at a stranger, hug your family, open a door, donate, volunteer, offer up opportunity to others. Say thank you, you're welcome, great job, I appreciate you. I encourage you to use your talent and your time to serve others. Maybe it's serving your family, the school, people at work, or in your community. There are many ways you are already making an impact. I just know it. Kindness, service, and love. That's surely success. The next S is for support. We all know how important it is to be supported and to be supported. Yet it is not always part of our lives and our experiences. But it's up to each of us to change that, to challenge that, to use every opportunity to be of support. One way to be supportive is to be available, to listen, to share, to comfort, to console. I've got you, you've got me, we've got each other, and God's got us. Allow me the opportunity to share one way I can support you. As the CEO and founder of Celebrating Women LLC, I've been challenging the narrative and influencing social media's messages by creating a global platform to amplify women's voices and visibility, hosting events, speaking internationally, and I write, edit, and publish a unifying collection of interviews about women at DianeCurley.com. You are invited to interview and be featured on all 8 of Celebrating Women's social media platforms, complimentary for all, because every woman is a role model. Well, success can be found in the joy and the happiness that comes from the faithful mission of living out our purpose. What are we called to do? Remember, we're called to love and to serve, simply to love and to serve. Let's start there. To your success.